Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle and Nola channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Bargains by Belle auction. Thank y'all ever so much for being here, and also thank you to those who watch the replay. I really appreciate that. Time is one of the greatest gifts that we can give to other people because we can't make more of it. We never know how much we have of it, and it is so absolutely precious. So when y'all give me the gift of your time, it just means everything to me. Well, y'all come in the chat, y'all say hello. I see we have some people lurking. For those who are lurking, let me go ahead and tell you how this is going to work. So, if you have never been here before or never bought anything before, send me a registration email. In that email, let me know your YouTube name, your legal name, and your shipping address. That way, I know where to send your items, where to send your invoices. Then, once you have sent that registration email, you can bid. How do you bid in my chat? Well, in my chat, you bid with numbers. That way, I have a legal representation that you knew how much you would be charged on your invoices because you are obligated to pay for everything you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is, and the only time you can retract is during an auction. And tonight is the last night to add your invoices. So I combine Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday are my days to pack, to weigh, to measure, to calculate the shipping, put it on the invoice, and then send that invoice on to you. So add everything you can tonight because tomorrow is the first of the two shipping billing days. And then we will start all over again on Saturday. So you've got 4 opportunities to save on shipping by combining. So the methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees and is also guaranteed by the banking system. But you can also pay with PayPal. PayPal is the software by which you make your invoices, and PayPal is how you can pay with your bank card, your debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and a whole bunch more choices. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS in order to get the deepest discounted rates. Those deeply discounted rates are based on 3 criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is called Southern Belle Nola for New Orleans, Louisiana. Well, let's scroll up to the top of the chat and start saying hello to some people. I see Melissa McIntosh first. She is my mod extraordinaire. She'll be running the chat tonight. She also makes the list and checks it twice of who buys what and the price, the quantity, the shape, color, flavor, style, or any other options that I offer. Just to be difficult, no, to give y'all the best opportunities possible. I'm sure sometimes she thinks it's just to be difficult. No, she doesn't. She has the best attitude in the world. I just adore her. Everybody should have a Melissa. Next, I see Patty Rose. I am so glad you are here, Patty Rose. Thank you so much for coming to tonight's auction. Jocelyn, I am so glad you are here, sweet friend. Thank you, thank you. Shelby, hello, Shelby. Okay, no worries. You need your rest for school. Because I think school started in your state, hasn't it? Okay. Well, I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And may God bless you, bless me, bless us all. Well, we're going to start with a fun round that we call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. We have this at the beginning of every show and at the top of every hour. And because we're doing autumn in August, therefore, we're always going to have a few odd items in every auction. And if you want to see some or want to see more, all you have to do is put some leaves or pumpkins or something autumnal in the chat, and I'll bring out another autumn item, kind of like we did for Christmas in July with Christmas items. But for this first $1 round, we're starting with these cute little charms. Now, I kind of ran out of spaces on the grid, so I wanted to put at least a couple of blingy ones over here. So these blingy ones are also choices because I know not everybody likes bling, and there are some people who only like bling. So I lined these out, and then I thought, there's nothing blingy. So I added the two blingy spiders just in case. So if you end up wanting those, we'll know because those are the only two spiders. But everything else has a letter in order to keep it from getting too confused. So we're looking for $1 starting bid for choice of charms. And later tonight, we will have, as I said, a few autumn items. We'll have some sachets. We'll have some hand soap since that was requested last night. We'll have some clothing. I've got sponges, hummingbird feeders, some cute signs, some ice chest type bags, a remote control car, some necklaces, and lots more stuff. And y'all can always request what you want. Melissa's in for one. Thank you, thank you. Looking for 110 now. So much you could do with these. The obvious go-to, of course, is to make a little charm bracelet, but you can put these on other things as well. Or if you get two, you could make earrings. Anybody for $1.10? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Anybody else? Otherwise, Melissa's going to count this down to her sale. I hope everybody is doing well. I know there's lots of auctions on tonight, so I really appreciate y'all coming to mine. And y'all can let me know what you want to see after this dollar round. So many things that I could show. Okay, we are sold to Melissa. Let's see which one or ones she wants and what quantities. Okay, let's see. A. All right, so this one is A. And H. Let's see what H is. Okay, H. All right, here's an H. And then let's see, she also wants a spider. It is so hard to do this without a co-host to read to me. Okay, let me get a spider. Okay, and here's a pretty spider. Oops, I have it upside down. Look how pretty the spiders are. The gemstones are really lavish. Okay, there's the 3 for Melissa. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. And Jocelyn's going to take 2 of E. All right, well, I only have 2, so 1 and 2. Okay, these 2 go into Jocelyn. These in a little bag. Anybody else? James! And James comes in with a super chat. Aw, and it's in honor of him having a nice win yesterday. So let's let the good times roll.
So let's dance, let's sing, let's shout to the rhythm of life, day and night. Let's say, Liverpool, let's roll. Let the good times roll, let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll, 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 let the good times roll. With gratitude in our soul, let the good times roll, let the good times roll, let the good times roll.
Woohoo! We are letting the good times roll now. Now, James, everybody's going to want to know about your nice win. Is it on your YouTube channel yet? So if they go over after the auction to see what did James win? How much did James win? What was the ticket looking like? Is it already on there, or do we need to wait a day or two for you to get the video uploaded? You tell us all about it. But I love that you win, and yet you bless all of us, and we end up winning too. That is so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mr. James. I appreciate that, sweetheart. Anybody else for any of these charms? Last call. I realize that not everybody is into Halloween. I myself am not really even into Halloween. So I don't want y'all to think the whole show is going to be Halloween. It's not. Oh, the video is posted. It was yesterday and it was just a single big blue ticket. Well, after the auction, I'm going there immediately because now I'm thinking, I wonder what he considers to be a big win. Big enough that he can come in and be a big super chatter. So I'm already curious, and you'll get me viewing your video just to find out. And I bet a bunch of other people in the chat will too. Great way of promoting your video. Anybody else interested in any of these charms? If not, I'm going to scrape them to the side and we're going to move on. Last call, last call. But for those watching the replay, these are still available. I have 2 of all of them that are left on the grid, and then I have several sets of the spiders, just in case anybody wants to make earrings, because I think they would be fantastic earrings. All right, well, let me clear these aside then. And let's see what y'all want to look at next. Y'all feel free to put it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab something. Oh, the new Belle and Ollie video is up. If y'all don't know, Belle and Ollie are cutie pets. They are adorable. So, Mr. No Jackpot, No Problem James is so successful that he has made a whole second channel. How fun is that? And it's all about the pets. Hi, Nancy. Everybody, welcome, Nancy. Okay, I thought I'd show a few more pieces of clothing, since clothing was popular on Saturday. Here is the first piece. Now, y'all were liking the sleeveless items. This one is not new. It was worn a few times by my late mother. She just loved it. She thought it was so cool and airy, but she thought that it still looked nice because look at the lace around the collar. And it's got lace here, but I do want to let you know it is not new. It has been worn, but only by my beloved mother. So because it's not new, it's only going to be $3. It's a blooming rose, and it says maternity, but she did not wear it for maternity. It's like a regular shirt. She wore it as a senior citizen. So $3, and look how pretty and feminine it is. So it's also very stretchy, but she liked it a lot. And so if you're a person who wears something sleeveless, or you even wear a little shirt over it, this could be your underneath. But she just loved the lace, loved the color. She thought it was ultra feminine. Hello, Angie's Oddities. Welcome for the first time. Everybody, welcome, Angie. Show her some Southern hospitality like we do here. All right, we're going to pass on this. All the clothing, again, Melissa's going to be a buy it now just to make it simpler. Okay, for those of you who are plus sized, got a couple of plus size things here. Let's see if I can put this one on a hanger. Now, I know it's too soon to wear black, but Labor Day is coming soon. And I love that this is a square cut neck. This one's going to be $5. It is 2X. And the brand is Kristen Nicole. It is new with tags. Here's the tag on it. So if you're tired of the choices being just V-neck or scoop neck, this is a great option. I love the square neck, and it gives you room to wear jewelry. So even a big statement necklace, you can do that. Okay, 2X. Kristen Nicole, buy it now. New with tags. Here's the tag again. This is the same thing, but it's in a 1X. Still Kristen Nicole, still new with tag, still $5. Same shirt. I just liked it so much and I thought y'all would too. So I got y'all one in the 1X and one in the 2X. And once again, these aren't for anybody in particular because I don't know who is what size. Okay, now for those of you who just want a V-neck, this is a 1X. It's a standard V-neck, and it's also very long. It's got a little, needs to be lint rolled. But 1X, $5 by Just B. Okay, next, this one's going to be $5 as well. This one is a size large. The brand is Unity. This was originally $14. $14. But here at Bargains by Belle, just $5. And look at the bottom of this. I love when it has this kind of bottom. Why? Well, because it's going to be stretchy. Look how much stretch it has. So if you have hips like I do and you need it to stretch over your hips, that's going to work great. I love it when shirts work this way. So $5 new with tag, size large, Unity. Now, before I take this away, just so you can see this is not the same, this is a light sky blue. This is going to be your medium blue, okay? They are both size large. They're both new with tags, but I want you to see that I got this in two different colors. This one's your denim friendly color. This one is your pastel. So 2 shades of that one. Loosen my tablecloth. Okay, next we have Vintage America collection. This is a medium. Let me see. Does this have a tag? I thought I heard a tag rustling around. Maybe not. Look how pretty this print is. It's got a nice scoop neck to it. And this is a periwinkle color because I'm sure some of y'all are saying, wait, is that purple? Is it blue? It's periwinkle. So it's the perfect combination between blue and white. And once again, I love shirts that let you breathe, give you room to wear your necklaces, but aren't low cut. I also think this is a beautiful print. Once again, Vintage America, size medium. Still buy it now, $5. Nice and light and airy. Okay, here's the next one. This one says size small. It really looks way larger than small. It is new with tag. It didn't have a big tag, but it has a little tag on it. But I love this print. Don't you love this print? Look how vibrant the roses are. And here's the sleeve. If you're a person that says, I don't do sleeveless, and if I have a sleeve, I don't want it to be a cap sleeve. I want it to be a sleeve that's going to go, almost to my elbow. So I think this is just gorgeous. Has a sleeve on it. And with the way that they've done the print, I love that the print doesn't accidentally fall on the mammaries, that it's up here, it's over here, here, and here. They have strategic lined it up that way, and the print falls in the wrong place. So I love that this company picked well and carefully where and how the print was going to fit on the shirt. Something else I want to show you is that it's a little bit of a high low. So it's going to be longer in the back for those of you who are modest, or if you want to wear this with shorts, if you want to wear this with leggings. So if you're a little self-conscious about always covering things in the back, that's going to be a great aspect of this shirt. Okay, next, size medium. This one is new with tags, still $5. So if you're saying, I wonder if I'm a medium, I love when a size chart is included. So a medium is going to be a size 8 to 10. The bust is going to be 36 to 37. The waist is 29 to 30. And the hips are 39 to 40. So that's what a medium is in this brand. Look how gorgeous this print is. This is another print I just love. But let me show you the bottom. If you were tired of just the plain bottom, here is the solution. Now, if you're saying, I could never tie it that way, you tied it just to look that pretty on camera, but that's not realistic. No, I didn't tie it. Here's the underneath side. It is sewed this way. So you couldn't untie it if you wanted to. I didn't tie it. It's always going to look this cute because this is how it's designed to look. Let's look at the back. It's got a little bit of lace at the top, but you'll see your bra is going to fall down here. So your bra is not going to be showing. This is just going to let you vent. So in those hot days, it'll give you a little bit of air. But once again, it's not going to show off your bra strap. And there's still room for jewelry. So $5, size medium. If you were liking that, but you're not a medium, well, I have the solution right here. It's the same thing, but in a size large. So, choice of large or medium. Once again, brand new with tags, lace back, front, not front top. That's what it's called. Although I think it looks better in person because the print is just so lovely. So with the yellows and oranges, perfect to take you from summer into fall. So that's size large. Next, I know y'all have been wanting the sleeveless. Here's a nice sleeveless as well. I love that this is cut a little bigger, but it's not bigger in terms of lower, it's bigger in terms of wider. Because I don't know about y'all, but I have some shirts that I always feel like are choking me. And it doesn't matter if they're long sleeves, short sleeves, sleeveless. So I really like them when they're cut wider. It is small. This one is not new, so we'll do this one for just $3. Just $3. Okay, next I've got an Old Navy. I always think back to that cute commercial they used to have. Old Navy, Old Navy, Old Navy performance fleece, Old Navy. Anyway, I just love that commercial. They don't play that commercial anymore. But I love that this has a collar. So if you want to put like one of those cute little pins right here, it looks great. But yet you don't have those old-fashioned buttons like the guys do. But yet there's room for a dainty little necklace. And if you're saying, wait, is that blue? Is that gray? Well, it's a dusty blue, very denim friendly, would go great with jeans. This is a size large. And the other thing is it's specifically from their stretch line. So it's Old Navy stretch, size large, just $5. Next, size small from Dittos, although this certainly does not look like a small. It's a Henley style. So you've got the little buttons that only go down a little bit of the way. Then when I hang it back here, you will see it has a super cute kind of a tie-dye type pattern to it. Then when I raise it up, you raise me up. I'm sorry. You can see it's got a little bit of a high-low action to it, where the back is longer for modesty. I love that. Here's the back. Once again, this would look great with denim. $5 for the Ditto size small. Next, size medium. This one is by Classic Elements. And look at this fabulous embroidery. Let me get it close because I don't want you to think it's printed on. It's not printed on. It is embroidered. So it stands out. And the work on this is spectacular. So not printed on. It does also have a few little sequins. $5 on this one. Size medium, embroidered. All right, here's the next one for all you sports fans that want to sit at home on your sofa and cheer. Now, I have to admit, when I'm cheering, it's usually for like Big Brother or The Snake or some kind of reality competition show. It's not sports, but I know some people love that. This one is, let's see, from Bella Canvas, and it's a size tall grand. Tall grand. And it's a charcoal gray. When you look at the bottom, it's got a square bottom, but once again, it's a high-low. So $5 on that one. And I'll show y'all one more since I'm not seeing bids. This is a moisture wicking type. It is by Old Navy Active. It's a size medium. It's got a heathered look to it in blue and black. $5. And I know it's so hard on Melissa when I'm showing clothes because there's so much to type in. She does such a great job. I am so blessed. But we had a request on Saturday for some different sizes in clothing. So I always want to fulfill those requests. And I also had a request for hand soaps tonight, although I don't see the person who requested it yet. So I'm trying to hold out till I see her in the chat. All right, the next item, $3 starting bid by First Nature is going to be this hummingbird feeder. It's made in the USA. It has a wide mouth, 16-ounce reservoir, and it's easy to fill and clean. It is spill resistant, two-piece base, And for best results, you can use nectar, but in case y'all don't know, they just need sugar water. So all you have to do is dump some sugar water in here. And look how many hummingbirds can feed. And we're about to have that time of year again where, birds are making their migration. So this is where you want to check your feeders, check your bird houses, and make sure that when they're ready to go south for the winter, that as they're going through your yard, you'll be them out with a little place to stay and with some food. This one is brand new by a great company. It's got a nice big solid hook. Some of them just have the smallest little hooks ever. And look how many places to feed. Look how big the reservoir is. It's a nice substantial size. Any interest on the hummingbird feeder? Okay, we're going to pass on this then. Well, sometimes I sell things that are fun, and sometimes I just sell things that are useful or helpful. This is a set of 5 double sided sponges. Now, it's hard to even find a sponge for $1. I'm going to start this entire 5 pack at just $3, which is kind of a ridiculous price. Hopefully, y'all bid it up to where it belongs. But of every sponge, you'll see this side is soft, and this side here is your scrubber side for all those things that you have to scrub off of your cooked on pots and pans. But yet, this side is still super soft for grandma's china. So you're going to get an entire set of 5 sponges that are double sided for the low starting bid of just $3. I know this isn't fun, but cleaning and chores just kind of part of everyday life, and anything that makes it easier, that saves our hands, our toil, our manicure, is a great help. Because the sooner you get it done, the sooner you can do something fun or relaxing or income generating. Any interest on the sponges? Okay, we're going to pass on it. Next, I've got this sign. It is new and sealed. It comes with the hanger to it. It's a truck that says Happy Halloween. $3 starting bid. Welcome back, Nancy. Well, no matter which light I turn on or off, apparently I'm going to have a glare somewhere on it. Sorry. But in case you're wondering about the size, here's my ruler. So that will give you an idea about size. Purple background. Something else I really like about it is look at the pumpkins in the back. They're not the standard solid color pumpkins. Look how they are. They're almost kind of like an animal print. And it's kind of funny that the hat would be wearing, that the truck would be wearing the hat. Okay, any interest? All right, last call on the sun then. Well, maybe you prefer some signs that are more traditional. This one says, "Hello, fall." And a fall is actually a leaf. And if I turn it sideways, you can see the leaf is a piece of wood and it's raised. These are also going to be $3 for choice. This one says, "Welcome home." But the O is a pumpkin. And once again, you'll see it's 3D. The pumpkin is raised, it's a separate piece of wood. So these will be your next $3 choice. Any interest on the signs? I saw the sign. Any interest? Okay, we're gonna pass. Those will be available on the replay. Next, $5 starting bid for choice. These are so incredibly elaborate. Here's the first one. They are Mickey Mouse ears, but they are sequined. Not sure if all of the sequins and glitter are coming through. Super duper elaborate. That's why these are 5. Here's the back. Even the back is spectacular. This is the first one. Here's the second one. Once again, covered in sequins and glitter. So here are the two options. Back up a little bit. But I wanted y'all to see how well made they are, how sparkly they are. So looking for $5 for choice. I only have one of each. Glenn, hello, hello. So glad to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by, sir. I really appreciate it. I can always use all the views and all the thumbs possible. All right, any interest on these headbands? And they are Disney. It's almost like Mickey has been turned into a bat. And look how the ears have Okay, well, if there's no interest in these, we will pass. Okay, next, here's something that everybody can use. I just absolutely love mine. They are these ice chest coolers. Let me move my camera back here. Now, I have them in two different colors. The first one is black and white stripe. The second one is this camo. There's going to be $10 for choice. They will hold 8 cans, or I would say a couple of cans and a sandwich and some snacks, and that's what I do. But let me show you all about it. First, there is a big pocket here because maybe you need a place to put your cell phone. Maybe you need a place to put napkins and chips and other things that you don't want cold. Then look how strong the straps are. Then when you open it up, and they look the same on the inside, you've got all of this room and it's insulated. Tons of room in it. Nice, strong, sturdy zipper. So we've got the camo, great for the hunters and the outdoorsmen, fishermen. And then we have just the solid white stripe. The white stripe is what I use when I go to the grocery store. Because if I'm going to bring home meat or bring home ice cream, I want something to put it in. But also, just when I'm driving around retail arbitraging, it is so expensive if you stop and buy a snack or something to drink. So I will, whether it's just to get me through morning or if I'm going between lunch and supper. So this is just a godsend for me. But I know some of y'all have to pack a lunch, and kids always need some drinks and juice boxes and snacks and Lunchables and so forth. So great for that as well. Any interest? Why don't we do a price drop? I'm going to price drop these, Melissa, from 10 to 9 to 8 to $7. I'm going to do a huge plunging price drop from 10 down to just 7. What a huge price drop. But I just think this is something that everybody needs. And especially with having it in two different um, prints, new with tag. If you ever spill on the inside, you can wipe it out, easy peasy. I love that the whole front is a massive pocket. Massive price drop. Hopefully that will help y'all out. Any interest? I thought these would be flying at that type of savings. Okay, last call then. Okay, next, this is a one and done. These are men's full cushion quarter socks. It's a two-pair set. They're somehow new and improved. They fit shoe sizes 6 to 12. I'm going to start the two-pair pack off at $3. It says gray heels and toe, softer feel, more spandex for retaining shape. So this is the gray heel they're talking about. These are the gray toes. Oops, this one got folded in. Well, guess it's just made folded in. Maybe they're all supposed to be folded in. Okay, so two pair pack for $3. $3. And I should have lint rolled this too. I tell you, everything black always just shows the fuzz. So these are going to fit sizes 6 to 12. And I love that it's a full cushion because even men like their feet to be cushioned. At the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round. Any interest in a two pair pack of socks? Okay, we can pass on those. Next, I've got this cute sign. It was originally $5. I'm going to start it at just two. It says "Hello Pumpkin." The hello is in metal, and the pumpkin is in wood. Oh wait, Patty was in for the socks. Let me bring those back. Okay, here we go. We can count them down to Patty. Sorry if I moved too quick on that. It's this. Oh, when we've already passed something, Melissa, you can just mark it sold. You don't have to give the formal countdown. Melissa's so thorough. I love that. Okay, socks are sold to Patty. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so next we've got this Hello Pumpkin sign. It originally had a tag on it for $5, but I'm starting it at just two. And I love the mixed media of it, that the pumpkin is a nice thick wood to it. And I love that Hello is in metal and it's a beautiful orange metal. I don't know about y'all, but down south, pumpkin is a term of endearment. Called their kids pumpkin. Come here, pumpkin. You want to sit on my lap, pumpkin? Pumpkin, can you go check the mail real quick? You know, that kind of. And we also use sweet pea as a term of endearment and sugar as a term of endearment, almost any food. Now, there's no, hey, macaroon, would you go check the mail? That's not terms endearment. Or, hey, fudge, come give Cranny a kiss. No, it's not any food, but lots of food. Okay, any interest on the sign? All right, we will pass on this. Next, $2 for choice. I have 2 packs of sachets. So this first 2 pack is spiced fruit. The second 2 pack is pumpkin spice. So these are great for putting in closets, putting in drawers, putting in your pantry, in a shed, in a garage, in a closed up suitcase until you use it again next summer, in a trunk, in one of those under bed storage, to keep things smelling fantastic. So many uses for these. I will be doing invoices Wednesday and Thursday. So if you have a preference of whether you want me to hurry and do yours on Wednesday or you want me to take my time and wait till Thursday, then let me know. So a few people have said, can you do mine first? So I usually try to do those people who are in a hurry first. But if you don't care if yours lands on Wednesday or lands on Thursday, you can let me know. If you prefer Thursday, that's fine too. But I got to get them done either Wednesday or Thursday so that I can get them mailed out on Friday because hopefully everybody pays promptly. And then we start the week on Saturday. Of these has 2 sachets in it. So it's really like the sachets are $1 a piece. And you don't have to use them together. You can use one sachet one place and one sachet another. These could even be a hostess. You go someplace for Halloween, for Thanksgiving. Okay, well, then I will put you on the Thursday list of people to pack instead of the Wednesday list. Thank you so much, Nancy. It's going to take me a little extra time to pack yours since I still got all your Moolywood wins to pack in there as well. So the more there is to pack, the more of a Goldilocks situation it becomes where, oh no, this stuff is too big for this box. And then it's like, oh, this stuff is too small for this box. And oh, this one's just right. So it takes repacking boxes usually 3, 4, 5 times when there's a lot of stuff in it until you find the right one. Because you want to use the smallest box possible. Just as one of the 3 packing is the measurements. All right, any interest in the 2 packs of sachets for $2? Last call on this. I see we're coming up at the top of the hour. That means we'll have another Belle's Bargain Bonanza. But let me make sure before I scrape these to the side that there's no. Okay. Move these aside. All right, let's look at some other charms. These charms will be charms of motivation and inspiration. And they're all going to say words on them. You did. So far, everybody else who has gotten theirs has just loved it, loved it. I hope you do too. Okay, so let me show you what each of these says. And normally we order by the letter, but because these have words on it, I think it'll be easier to order by the words. So this first one says faith. I'll put faith on R. This next, oh wait, that's another faith. Okay, this one says grace. I'm going to put grace on Q. Some of these have multiples. This one says warrior. Whether it's a prayer warrior, whether it's a soldier warrior, maybe it's a warrior even in a cancer battle. The next one says imagine. I can only imagine. We'll put imagine on O. I am not laying these out very pretty. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, next one says enough. And I hope y'all all know you are enough. Next one says trust. One of my favorite Bible verses is trust the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Put that one on M. Next one says hope. We'll put hope on L. When I was growing up, I had a lovely girl in my class whose name was Hope. This one says love, and look, the O is a heart. How sweet is that? The next one says family. Next one says brave. Oh, I wish Lady Braven was here to see this. Next, we have beautiful. You are beautiful in every single way. Next, we have believe. Let's see if I have any different ones. I do have some duplicates of most of these. Okay, I think that may be all the different ones. Let me put a couple of other options to fill in the board. Let's see what else I have. Okay, for those who like sparkle, here's a sparkly star option. Here's another sparkle option, very pretty. For our pet parents, here's a cute little paw, and it's a sparkly green. Here's a paw, and this one's a sparkly tomato red. Here's a pretty little shell. And here's a cute little cat. Look at those sweet eyes and that little curled up tail. Okay, we're looking for just $1 on any of these. I do have two of this one in case there's somebody wanting to make earrings. And I do have two of some of the ones with words, although those would be a great charm bracelet. Looking for $1, starting bid for choice. Oh, Patty Rose, are you discussing or are you bidding? Let me check with her. I know some channels don't have you put numbers in the chat. Here we put numbers in the chat just so that we have a representation that everybody knew how much they were going to be charged on their invoice. Oh, okay. Patty Rose is in for one. Anybody want to bid it up? Bid it up, 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 bid it up. Looking for just 110. If not, we will count it down and then we'll ask Patty Rose about quantities. I'm so glad you were here, Patty Rose. Anybody else? Otherwise, let's go ahead and count it down, pretty please. Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Patty Rose. Patty Rose, how many of each did you want? So it looks like she wanted Grace and Faith. Let me know if you wanted one or two of each. Um, Warrior and Enough. Okay, and she only wanted one of D. So here's D. And so we'll leave the other one here. And here's one of F. Okay, I think I got the right ones. Okay, anybody else? Thank you so much, Miss Patty. Sorry to bother you about it, but otherwise I have no way of knowing if people want just one or more than one. So I hope I didn't trouble you. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these. Aw, thank you. All right, well, let me move these aside. And I tell you what, I'm going to get out a bigger grid and we're going to go to the $2 price point and I will show you some other charms that are larger, which is why they merit the $2. Okay, here's a way bigger grid. Let's see what I have. Okay, these are glass. Look how pretty. So inside the glass, it's like they have trapped little um, sequins or stars in them. It's really interesting. Okay, junk journals. Good to know. All right, here's another one. Once again, glass, and they have the little bits in them. That one on F. This one also has the little bits in it. So I don't want you to think these are stones because they're glass. But I think they are so pretty and so interesting. So $2 for choice. Get all the little pieces. Okay, let me give you a few other options. Lisa, hello, hello. So glad you're here. Okay, next option is going to be metal, and it's a leaf. It's got an enamel on the top. We'll put that one on C. Here is another leaf with enamel on the top. These are much bigger size. Looking for $2 starting bid. Oh, you wanted the cat. Okay, okay. All right, here's the cat. I'm sorry, I didn't see that, but I have it. I'll put it in a little baggie. It's yours. Oh no, I'm in trouble with Melissa. I got all those exclamation points. I'm sorry, Melissa. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Okay, I've got this one, which is golden, and it comes with a veil, and it looks like a fish. And then I've got this big angel wing one. And I'll put that on A. So $2 for choice here. Oops, this one's straying over. Lisa, I haven't shown the hand soap yet. I was waiting until I saw you. So I don't want you to think you missed it. show I again. Okay, here's I. Once again, these are not gemstones. These are glass. And so you can look through the image through the glass, or you can look where it's posted on the glass. I personally think it's better to look through the glass because then it makes it kind of multi-dimensional. But these are just $2. Oops. Anybody for $2? Okay, Lisa's in for 2. Thank you, thank you. Lisa says, I can't help myself. LOL with those big eyes. Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. And we are sold to Lisa. Okay, she's going for G and for L. Okay, great choices. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Last call on these. And then Lisa had requested to see some hand soap the other night. It wasn't where I could just grab it, so I told her I'd have some tonight. So we'll look at some various types and scents and brands of hand soap. Okay, last call on these. I'm about to scrape it to the sun. Okay, let me move the camera back a little bit. Okay, these are going to be $3 starting bid for choice. Okay, first I have a strawberry cream hand soap. This one is so great. It's got the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. It is 13.5 ounces. Next, just in time for autumn and August, I've got fresh pumpkin and mulled spices. If you're wanting one for the spooky season, I've got Spooky Pumpkin. Now, this is a foaming hand soap. And I've also got one called Witch's Brew. Oh, that's funny. Obviously, it's still hand soap and it's foaming. So $3 starting bid for choice. Hi, Lady Braven. So glad to see y'all. Any interest at 3 for hand soap or foaming hand soap? Once again, we've got strawberry cream, fresh pumpkin and mulled spices, pumpkin, well, it's technically called spooky pumpkin, and witch's brew. And if y'all don't like the names of some of these, you can always just take the label off and then it's just foaming soap in a clear container. That's what I do because I wouldn't want something that says witch's brew in my house, but yet I can always use soap. Oh, Colleen, thank you for the stampede. I appreciate it. All right, Lisa M Adventure is in for 3. Anybody want to bid it up? Bid it up, 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 bid it up. You know, hand soap is one of those things that you can always use an extra one. Nobody ever says, oh, don't bring me that fancy scented hand soap. I've just got too much hand soap. Because you're always using it. You're always running out of it. Hi, Jane. Thank you for the stampede. I appreciate y'all. As you could tell, it's kind of been a slow night, so I can definitely use it. I was almost ready to just call it quits, so I'm so glad to have an infusion of extra viewers. Thank you, thank you. All right, anybody want to go up to 310? Otherwise, to Lisa. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. Which one are ones and what quantities? So do you just want one of each? Is that correct? I do have multiple, so I just want to make sure you mean one of each. And then we'll see if anybody else in the chat wants to get some of these. I do have multiples, so I'm not running out. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Miss Lisa. Anybody else for these? Once again, the choices are strawberry cream, fresh pumpkin, and mulled spices. In the foaming, we have spooky pumpkin. And this one's ridiculously called Witch's Brew. I just take the label off and use it as pretty purple foaming soap. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, if you haven't bought from me before, what I do is I make sure these are as tight as they can go, and then I put them in Ziploc bags. Okay, next, I have some that are a little fancier, and they're going to be $4 for choice. Why? Well, this one is Bath and Body Works, um, and it's called Fresh Amalfi Lemon. Fresh from the Amalfi Coast. That one's a one and done, and it says try me because it was a tester in a store. This next one says Midnight Blue Citrus, also from Bath and Body Works. They have a line called White Barn. It was also a try me. That's why this one's four. And this one comes in a specialty pumpkin dispenser. So just the dispenser alone is easily worth four, but it is filled with soap as well. So you get the dispenser and you get the soap. It's from Maison de Bain. It's pumpkin latte scented soap, and it has no parabens and no phthalates. And you can refill this again and again and again and use this as beautiful fall decor every year. So these are your choices at the $4 price point. Okay, Lisa's in for four. Thank you, thank you. Anybody else want to bid on these? So this is a one and done. This one's a one and done, and this I only have two of, and that's it. That small of a quantity. If there's no further interest, let's count it down to Lisa and see what she wants. I'm so glad you suggested this, Lisa. I love it when y'all make requests. It helps me out so much because otherwise it's so hard to know what to show. We're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. Which one or ones would you like to get, sweetheart? Okay, she's going to go with the two Bath and Body Works. Yep, it's pretty rare I can find somebody who will sell me those testers, so good for you. Anybody for this fancy pumpkin dispenser that is also filled with French soap that smells like a pumpkin latte? Lisa said, never have enough soap with a young child and with my parents over all the time. I definitely need it. Well, that makes total sense to me. You've got a busy household with multiple generations, and you've got to supply everything for everybody in order to look like the good homemaker, good hostess, good wife. So even if you're not there, it's got to work for you. And when it's scented, Not only is it going to make them clean, but it's also going to provide some air freshening and some scent. You're going to be smelling their hands saying, boy, Lisa's got some fancy soap. Go in the bathroom and check out what so I love that. It is such high praise when somebody says, go to the bathroom and look at those towels. Go to the bathroom and smell that soap. Go to the kitchen and look at, whatever it is. I love that when you go to somebody's house and they're just bragging on you to each other when they notice something fabulous. Oh, and only one bathroom, Lisa says. Well, I'm sure you are somehow making it work. Anybody else for this last one that comes in the decorative refillable pump soap bottle? And look how it's ombre. I love how it's ombre in color. That's so pretty. Okay, we're going to pass on this one. Next, I've got this cute nail kit. It's going to be $5. And in it, you get all of these beautiful nail tips and you get some nail polish. Now, some of you might be saying, wait, the nails are already polished, right? Why would you need the polish? Well, there's two reasons. One, once you put the nail tips on, how do you get exactly the right color so that your nails on your fingers and your toes can match? They thought of everything. So this way you're not mismatched or trying to find the right color to match. It's included. Or maybe you're a busy mom like Lisa or grandmother like Melissa, and you have that little girl, that mini me that wants to be like you. But you're not gonna glue nails on her. The school doesn't allow that, or it just wouldn't work for her busy lifestyle. But you can use the matching polish and say, well, you can be like me, and I'll just paint the same color on your nails, and then we can be twinning. So, two great reasons why they have both the nails and the matching color, whether for matching your toes to your fingers or so that a little one can match you. So, you get it all, the nail polish and all of the nails. So you'll see, here's the rest of them. They have a few for show. And then if you look, there's all the rest. So you get a 25. 25. You might only have 10 fingers, but you get 25. So really, you could use this for multiple times, multiple sets. This would also be a great stocking stuffer because once the recipient opens it up, maybe it's for a teenage girl, what do you do after you've opened up your stockings? This would give a teenage girl something to do, could sit there, do the nails, or do somebody else's nails too. It could be a whole fun activity for Christmas afternoon. Well, I tell you what, it's getting late. Let's do a price drop on this because I've got a couple few. Melissa, let's drop this from 5 to 4 to just 3. $3 for the set of nails and the polish. I'm telling you, just the nails easily worth 3. Just the polish easily worth 3. But you're getting this whole set and in this beautiful aqua, which I think up north they call Tiffany blue. Um, Gorgeous color. So we're gonna drop the price down to just $3 small. Let's see who's interested now. Oh, Lady Braven, I don't know if you're still in the audience. Earlier, at the top of the hour, when we had $1 charms, one of them said brave, and it reminded us all of you. You weren't here, but we still thought about you. All right. Any interest after the price drop? All right. We will pass on it then. Speaking of soap, I have this huge bottle. This bottle is so big, it is 32 ounces, and it's lavender. It is body wash, and this is great to refill a smaller bottle. Or if you have a big household, you might could eventually use this huge bottle. We're going to start this one at $5. $5 for this huge 32-ounce bottle. So 2 pounds, 2 pounds. So many times body wash is like 4 ounces, 6 ounces, 8 ounces, maybe 10. But you never see a huge 2 pounds or 32 ounces. So if you need quantity and you like lavender, lavender has been shown to have a calming, relaxing effect. And when you're in the bath, that's absolutely what you want now, isn't it? Oh, totally rewind. In the segment, we had all kinds of affirmations from brave to hope, faith, love, warrior, inspire. But one of them said brave, and that's what we thought of you. Sometimes people think we think about them just if we're seeing their name in the chat, but one of the real tests of friendship is when you think about somebody, give them notice, shout outs, and even when they're not there. Because it's easy to be out of sight, out of mind, but the people that you really cherish, you talk about and mention even when they're not there. All right. Any interest for this body wash? Okay, we're going to pass on it then. Next, I have what I think is one of the greatest facial washes and scrubs ever. This is going to be $4. It's by St. Ives, which is a really great brand. It's made skin soft. So it's also paraben free, dermatologist tested, cruelty free, and did I lose the stream? Y'all still there? Oh no. Can y'all hear me or see me? I don't see we can still broadcast.